Hello, welcome to the Daily Bible Podcast. My name is William Hemsworth. Thank you so much for joining me for today's show. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone had some time of relaxation and time of being with family. Well, today we're continuing on in Matthew chapter 15, and we're going to look at verses 15 through 20. So again, Matthew chapter 15, verses 15 through 20 say, "But Peter said to him, 'Explain the parable to us.' And he said, 'Are you also still without understanding? Do you not see that whatever goes into the mouth passes into the stomach and so passes on? But what comes out of the mouth proceeds from the heart, and this defiles a man. For out of the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, fornication, theft, false witness, slander. These are what defile a man. But to eat with unwashed hands does not defile a man.'" And so previous to this, Jesus was speaking to the Pharisees, and the Pharisees were questioning Jesus about why the disciples didn't wash their hands, before eating. And Jesus says, it's what comes out of a man that defiles a man, not what goes into a man. And then he proceeds to call the Pharisees blind guides. And so the point that Jesus is getting across here is that real defilement is moral and spiritual in nature and has nothing to do with a ceremonial type of thing. It has nothing to do with ceremonies. And so what the Pharisees were doing is they were overemphasizing these ceremonies. They were overemphasizing them to such a point that they were devaluing the religion of the people. They were devaluing the spirit of what those rules meant. And we've talked about that before. The real defilement of a man comes from our evil intentions, our evil thoughts. And Jesus touches on some of them. Murder, adultery, fornication, theft, false witness, and slander. Here Jesus is stressing the need that we all need for a purity of heart, and not just a purity of the body, if you will. Our hearts need to be purified. And that can only happen through the grace that is freely given to us. And we have to allow that grace to change us. So thank you for joining me on this episode of the Daily Bible Podcast. Thank you for joining me each and every day. God bless you. We'll catch you tomorrow. God bless.